Good morning, everybody. I'm Texan News Service Entertainment Editor Keanu Perez, and you're watching the Back to School special of the Texan News Service. Winter break is over, and Tarleton State University is filled with student life again. Here's what's happening this semester at Tarleton State. The Panhellenic sororities have their biggest fundraising events this semester. Tarleton's Delta Zeta will be hosting for their first time the Turtle Tug. Delta Zeta President Katie Woods said, "It's a tug-of-war competition that is to benefit our philanthropy." Alpha Gamma Delta will have their annual picnic basket auction on February 13th. Alpha Gamma's president, Sage Tribunella, said, "We will auction off the basket with all different types of themes, from car washes to fishing to spa day. It's a great gift for Valentine's Day." The first show of the spring by Tarleton's Theater will be The Best Little Whorehouse in Texas. The cast was released Wednesday, and rehearsals are being held today. Watch Key Entertainment Weekly for cast and crew interviews as well as performance dates. Everybody's planning his or her spring break. From service trips to Panama, spring break will be March 9th through 16th. April will be an eventful month here at Tarleton, with Tarleton Roundup being held on April 6th, Founders Week will be on the 8th, and celebrated by Mayfay on the 9th and Silver Taps on the 11th. Student Leadership and Service Awards dinner will finish off the semester on the 26th. Former Navy SEAL and New York Times bestseller Chris Kyle to be awarded as Distinguished Alumni. This Tarleton Alumni Association will hold a Distinguished Alumni Gala on Saturday, January 26th to honor former Tarleton students, faculty, and staff. One of the honored guests is former Navy SEAL and New York Times bestseller Chris Kyle. Celebrated for his service, Kyle is also known as the most lethal sniper in U.S. military history. He served as Navy SEAL from 1999 to 2009 and is recorded to have 160 confirmed kills. Kyle was deployed to Iraq 4 times and fought in Ramadi, Fallujah, and Sadr City. Last January, he published an autobiography called American Sniper, which became a #1 New York bestseller. Kyle's book sheds light on his life as a soldier and raises awareness for the many men and women who fought for our country. Kyle is now the president of his own company, Craft International in Dallas, which provides snipers and battle tactic trainings for active duty military and law enforcement personnel, and also trains civilians on weapon awareness. Kyle attended Tarleton in the early 1990s and will be honored as an outstanding young alumni at the Gala. Along with Kyle, Dr. Kenneth Wyatt and Ms. Samantha Morrow will be honored as a distinguished alumni, and Dr. Brad Chilton and Mr. Jerry Graham will be honored as distinguished faculty and staff. Kyle was contacted about the Gala but could not be reached for comment. 5 confirmed cases of the flu on Tarleton's campus, according to Tarleton State University Health Center. 5 cases of the flu virus have been confirmed on the Stephenville campus. The health center has administered 13 flu tests and many flu shots this season. Lisa Riley, registered nurse at the health center, said, "Many people have been coming in for flu shots, and we are continuing to give them until we run out of supplies." Bridget Bedinars, nurse practitioner and director of the healthcare center, explained about the symptoms of the virus. There are differences in symptoms when it comes to the common cold and the flu virus. Symptoms of the flu include fever, headache, severe aches and pains, fatigue that could last up to 3 weeks, stuffy nose, sore throat, severe chest discomfort, and cough. It's rare to run a fever with the cold, Bedinars added. Increasing water intake, taking vitamin C, and getting plenty of rest are just a couple of the precautions that can be taken to fend off the virus. One of the most important ways to prevent the virus is by washing your hands regularly. You should also drink plenty of fluids, get your flu shot, eat healthy foods, use hand sanitizer, no sharing of food or drink, and also keeping your hands away from your mouth and eyes. Bedinars said, "Is there a possibility that you might have the flu? There are places in the Stephenville area where you can take a flu test and get the flu shot. The Stephenville Medical and Surgical Clinic will hold a flu shot clinic today from noon until 7 p.m. at the Community Health Center. Tarleton's Health Center is also administering flu tests and flu shots in Barry B. Thompson Student Center. The cost of the flu shot is $20. Tarleton's possibly going Division I conference regulations is not something new to college football. It's been happening at a constant rate in Division I for the past 2 years. Until now, Tarleton State University students, athletes, and alumni have nothing to worry about. But with this year's announcements that Abilene Christian University and Incarcerated War are both leaving the Division II Lone Star Conference for the Division I Southland Conference, there is a thought of concern. Tarleton's president, Dominic DeTavio, sent out a campus-wide email Friday explaining the possible choices for Tarleton. These possible situations include moving into a Division I conference, affiliating with a new Division II conference, or possibly adding the Lone Star Conference. The reason for whatever move the university makes, DeTavio said, is the Department of Abilene Christian and Incarnate Ward makes. Scheduling an adequate number of competitive events with other universities next year and in the years to come difficult. With Incarnate Word and Abilene Christian in the Lone Star Conference, there was 9 football schools and 11 schools total in other sports. With those 2 universities leaving, the remaining members would include Tarleton State University, Angelo State University, Cameron University, Eastern New Mexico University, Midwestern State University, Texan A&M Conference University, Texas A&M Kingsville, Texan Women University, and West Texas A&M. With the new year, I cannot go without a recap of 2012. 2012 wasn't only an eventful year to the world, with Snooki giving birth, Blue Ivy, Kim Ye, the loss of Twinkies, and the Furby comeback, but also eventful for Tarleton State University. In 2012, Tarleton State had its biggest freshman class, along with having 3 duck camps rather than the usual 2. Tarleton had its first ever transition week in which freshmen moved to campus a week early to attend different seminars to help them with the upcoming semester and learn their way around campus. Breaking records, Tarleton reached its 10,000th student in fall 2012. That's it for the Texan News Service Back to School special. Thank you for watching. Be sure to watch every week for daily news broadcasts delivered by Tarleton's broadcasting class students. Texan News Service Sports Show Topic of Discussion with Kayla McCaig, our very own Ada Delgado with Texan News Service Top Stories of the Week translated to Spanish, and your Tarleton Entertainment Hookup with coverage of Tarleton's biggest events, interviews with top student organizations, fashion advice, and more, hosted by yours truly. Have a good day and happy Purple Thursday.